Hello everyone, come back with me CryptoStar. In this video, we will update Michael Cretu always in the last few days. We will also discuss technical analysis, especially for Bitcoin, how are Bitcoin and Prasidio from Bitcoin 2. Stop discussing it, and if, for example, friends like Market Crypto video updates like this, don't forget to share the video, like or subscribe. We'll just go straight into the video to discuss the state of Market Crypto. For today, we'll see that Market Crypto has gone up a little. Twice? Yes, the market is a little sluggish, and indeed the size of the news is there is less interesting news. So if we pay attention to Bitcoin, because it is at the level of 29,605 waffles RP. 30,000, even though it has increased by about 1.9%, then we also see wife below 2,000 level now at 1970 level the dollar, then it went up by about 3%. The average coin also experienced the same thing. If the increase was not too significant, if it was for 24 hours, now we can see, there is a pretty good increase. Yes, there are 20.20 orders on the right. The news that we will discuss also in this video, the classic Atrium also experienced an increase. There was Pring going up, CELO always, and others. Yes, if we look at the last 24 hours, there have also been some corrections, such as Bitcoin, Gold, the name was broadcast, Waynes, and others. Pyramid, how can we be leveraged to be at an extreme level? It can be said that during the past week, this mind is really very, very low, right? About FMC, yes, as we discussed about his speech, the history of power happened yesterday, which we will discuss later, has a little bit about, hi, everyone, where is the speech? Turns out he didn't talk about macroeconomics, which many people have been warning about. That's about the history of Palermo discussing economic growth, and apparently it wasn't cut down on the economy, but more towards Native Americans. Yes, we're American Indians here. So the point is Colton read it from his own speech. So if we see what impact it has on the crypto market, there really isn't any. That's why we in net at the end of his speech, the market had a little bit of ribbon. Even though previously there were a few mutual prerequisites, there was a slight decline, so we'll talk about it later. But this is why yesterday there's not too much press action, although for today there is actually something earlier, like right here. Let's zoom in a little, and yes, Thursday or Thursday 26. May, it's West Indonesia time, where there is an FMC meeting minutes here. It's also the same, we can see 1.00. So I in the morning, and also 3 stars. 3 stars means what? 3 stars, if we look down, it means high volatility expected. Usually people wait like that because maybe there will be a leak or something else that is quite significant. So you can pay attention. What if friends ask what the F1Z meeting minutes and others are basically the point. So there will be details. So why did they choose this pollution and others? So there will be more insects, basically like that. So maybe you are also moving in the market with the evolution of the minutes meeting itself, so you can watch plastic. For an update, even though yesterday we discussed about Luna, yes, but this is soft, there is new news to its converting here, or is it still like that? Rawls new blog Chennai soft squirrel O's, so it's confirmed yesterday, still waiting for the answer. Photo becomes the last video now, it's confirmed. Understand, there will be a new brand Luna to point out on May 27. We were on May 27. We can also see from the voting results themselves, where we can hear ended 3 hours, more than 3 hours ago, so it really just ended. So this is how the voting is from a total of 83 people voting messages, so it's pretty good. Yes, the majority of shooting. Yes, it's around 60% absent or not voting yes or no. We are 21%. Then this is the Nosum Android Kato. Maybe we can round it around 13.5%, so that the result is that the majority is yes, even though it's actually only about 60%. There are many who support, some support. Friends are familiar, maybe just as we discuss this video use an explosion. About that then with Bro, this has also been able to notice the price of Terra Spit itself has also increased by about 19%. Although for now, if friends are interested in buying back, I remind you that this is more towards speculation. So the risk is really very, very high if something like this, and also for USB, yes, because they are still on the case, so friends have to be very careful. Official statement Datarock community just passed out to complicated because it works, so it's confirmed below here. Raw to point of then, He also discussed we are working closely with the therapy to become they are working with Terra Team Yap High because things are the case, whereas Lunatria score, here no one is an expert like that something really happened suddenly to GS. The idea is still working together for what recovery plan is a recovery plan for users who are in finance. If there isn't, then there is no office statement for the extreme action, but you are from BNS. So for friends who are playing actually the dimensions might get a little comment even though they don't have an office stand yet about it, but the point is that they are still working on a recovery plan, which even though we don't know the recovery may be for USB or software or the drop itself, Bruno Tucogno, there hasn't been an update at all. Press that, but later we will also update if we have information that has the latest info. Yes, the grandmother is discharged. Especially now there is quite a big news. Actually, the 8NN reaction Horowitz Emirates Horowitz, this is one of the epithelial bands, so he is quite a lot of fun. Maybe that's enough big so diarrhea around $4.5 billion funding. What for the stomach crypto companies, and usually crypto companies need a fairly large fading, so there are a lot of epithelial checks. Bro or company figures who want to give funds, the term is like a startup. So basically, our penis is 4.5 billion and many are asking about I think this is Andreessen Horowitz. Around 4.5 billion will be distributed to whom do you think they want to invest where I said they are going to the world, it's porn and others. Venture capital from or VC from that, Andreessen Horowitz, or we usually call him, there is Azizi GTA 16, Zed is back the scene seeking to rise addition, all capital of $4.5 million 4.5 this is very, very large. Yes, if it includes a little it is also very big to report Valley Times is so credible. Before that in 2021, there was also fanning. It was around 2.2 millimeters, are now it's almost double, it's almost twice that means maybe DCs, this card industry as very, very potential. So leaving can spend quite a large amount of funds, you can say that yes. Invest in several well-known projects, such as DWD X1 X Yoga Open. Yes, friends, maybe you are familiar with the Open, but they are looking for the protocol for Solana Phantom, Swallow, and Uniswap. And here are just a few more. Actually, yes. We will discuss about Bitcoin. We will update how about Bitcoin Corby returns to Mendoyo Ixus Cameron is a constant decision with his friends, and if we look at it for the past few days, it can be said to be very boring or very boring too. We can see from 11 May you can say almost yes, almost 2M Sunday we are. In an area like this, if we use NFC without 4 hours, which we previously discussed also in the last video, where we can see it here before what we discussed about the F0 power has an announcement or speech like that, how about the market had dropped to the area around 28,500, but it turned out that the pod needle did not talk about macro conditions or media opinion. As a result, there might be an upward rally, although the increase itself cannot really increase because it is still in position 1, which is like this. It may decrease less clearly it's bad, but if we don't, we might see what this line looks like. Now if we draw a line, for example, like this, it's really coming that the market is really moving. The VCD is just a straight line. It's not in this area, as long as it can't be almost for 2 weeks it didn't move at all. Diarrhea 30,700 reached the 28,500 area, even though with and by being able to send Chanel like this, we can know the decisions that we will take. Well, what's the decision if we see from here some of my ANISA? Namely, if for example Bitcoin drops from the area A, the support is below 28,500 because before this he will reply here. Yes, you could say 4 times. So if you take 28,500 for example, we can say maybe it turns out he went down and closed. Yes, in the buying channel, maybe there will be for the downside, or there will be an additional decrease for Bitcoin itself, maybe to the A26,000 area, or maybe it can go to 19,000. We don't know about that. Yes, but that's roughly what we can see. And if, for example, high Abid the coins can rise above the pen level and IDFS 30,700, maybe it's a sign that we are going from the lift reliefs or something increase it because we will have gone through a decline. It's been quite a long time, almost be from what date? From the 5th May, from the beginning of the month we experienced a decline. We can even see if we zoom in from above again, copy from travel. Yes, this is from March. We started to decline steadily from March. The decrease in music is about 37%. That's all. There has been no significant increase, so it's a lot who said maybe we will have a lively increase just for a moment. Okay. Wallets maybe we are 30,700, although I'm not too optimistic because Bitcoin likes fake breakouts too. Yes, for confirmation, I saw this from before. Yes, the air was around 31,400. So if, for example, Bitcoin, it turns out that the breakout here drops, and then the breakout again confirms there are 3,400, which you might indicate we will be from the reliefs, even though the increase may not be too significant. Yes, we did have a target set around RP 33,000 and maybe around 34,900 less, even though I think yes, if we look at the target itself, it is around 10.7% and 17%. Yes. And maybe the outcount who is very affected, there may be a momentary increase. Yes, this may be a temporary increase. Will he break out and will Kudam? The current economy is most likely that we will come back. It will only be sticky in the past. It will decline again, but only for analysis. Then we will discuss exporting. It is also important to recognize the value of the dollar index. So we want to know how the dollar is, because usually when the dollar experiences now, let's see this decline. Yes, the last few days the dollar has decreased. Usually the stock market or equity market or SIPTO is quite positive. Yes, but it turns out that the dollar has decreased, but we haven't experienced an increase. Maybe one of the factors is from use. Right. Warren last week used it and our IT crush experienced a decline, but we look at it again here and it experienced a slight decrease, which we hope was actually explained to go back down again. Hopefully, it can go down to level 100. Yes, this is very positive for the Shackleford 100 column, although it should also be noted if we do day weekly. That's actually our current position. Why is the repositioning digital? Actually, our current position is at the same support level, which one is yellow, so maybe there is a possibility to explore it really well, and if, for example, the X-Files or has increased again, or even broken through to the main one here, yes, yes, maybe market crypto will experience a further decline. We can also pay attention to Bitcoin is also changing. The increase in codominance is also increasing. Even now the term wants to break out from this 5% love chapter, and indeed if we are in a bear market experiencing a decline, there is a tendency for this condemned beat to get stronger and stronger. So if we look at the trend, maybe in the next few months or next week altcoins, maybe it will be affected even more badly, so you still have to pay attention if you guys want to buy outside right now. But maybe it's cool that there is more condominium, it's increasing, but the increase may still go up. Maybe there will be another down. But it's a trend. This is more towards uptrend. So we will discuss in detail again. But I think it's for this video. And if, for example, friends like this video, don't forget to share the video up or subscribe.